welcome back to the old YouTube channel. Today we're just going to be throwing chatterbaits and D-bombs, okay? That's the only thing we're using. We're only going to use red. It's a red, it's like a half, like the tail in it is red, and then the rest is black on the skirt, and then the actual blade itself is like a blackish silver, and then pair it up with Love Bug D-bomb. So we'll just get started. I also just went into Scheels. Oh, see, why do I do this in parking lots? Okay. I just went into Scheels, kind of to give you guys a visual of what I buy. So there's these Z-Man lures. This is a 1/2 ounce, black and red. Do you see the black and red on that? Yeah. I couldn't find any. I like the original chatterbait, but this is the elite one. I don't know the difference, but I also picked up one of these red ones, red and orange, just because they didn't have the red and black in this that I usually like. But the red and black ones I find this time of year work the best, just because it gives that shadow. And the bass, I find, tend to pursue this a little bit more than other colors at this time of year. So that's a chatterbait I'd go buy. This one's like $6.99, and then this one's like $4.99. But if you can get the black and red one that's in the original chatterbait, get that. Okay, so looking back at things, I realize now that I seriously didn't insert any chatterbait, like how to fish it at all. So I'm gonna be able to play some clips for you guys and like me actually catching a fish, and then you'll see what happens. It got too windy, I had to go in my car and continue the video. But that happened a while back. That was like beginning of spring. I was using chatterbait, but now I'm throwing other stuff. But bear with me because I'm trying to work my best and trying to work out the best content for you guys, but considering I'm still a full-time student, it's kind of difficult. But so overall for chatterbait, you just want to do a steady retrieve is really all it is. And then with that steady retrieve, you can kind of bounce it on the bottom a few times, because once that craw opens up, it'll open up to once the skirt opens up, it'll open up to the craw, and then bass will see that, and it'll be like a little present opening once it hits the bottom, because when it's just swimming straight through the water, like that mimics a craw, that motion. So then when it falls, it'll open up, the skirt will open up, and that craw will be there. So kind of think about like what it's doing in the water and what bass will want to see. And I guess we'll get to the actual video now. Sorry about having to insert this later after the fact, but my mind sometimes when I'm making videos is not on the video, and it's more so just me fishing. So I'll work on that for you guys. Enjoy. I'm tangled up. I got it. We're good. Look at that beauty. Do you see that? This thing's got a weird mouth. This one got in a fight with something. Look at that. Okay. She got in a fight. You see that? Her mouth is all messed up. Looks like a bass. Nice. Okay, I'd say about 3. I don't have my skill today. I don't know where I put it. That's annoying. Let me go run and grab it. But she's got a very narrow mouth. There we go. Look at her. Healthy bass. And make sure to listen to my actual podcast, because I do go over how to fish a chatterbait and what colors to get. And a lot of times I find myself listening to podcasts more than I do watch YouTube videos. So I'll put that in the links down below. Make sure to listen to that. Too cold, too fast. And the coldest fast I can do it. So we're leaving. We'll go back to my car. I'll tell you guys about the chatterbaits and whatnot, and different colors and all that good stuff that you want to know about chatterbait. We are back in my car because it was getting awfully cold, and I hate fishing in the cold weather, so I'm just gonna finish up the YouTube video in here. So I use Missile D-bombs, so hopefully you guys are familiar with those. If you're not, you really need to start getting into it, but there's those guys for you. They're just black and blue. They're like a creature craw. Black and blue works amazing always, and then they have this G3 color, and that's like a purplish green. I'll use that when it's really bright outside, and I'm more concerned about color than shadows, because when the water's really dirty, you really want to get the shadows down, so that's when you're throwing that black and blue. And then they also have like a watermelon red flake. There's that. My favorite color is this Love Bug color. It's like a purplish red. I'll use that especially right now because the craws are, I don't really crawfish, but like, they're eating a lot right now, and the bass are looking more at the red than any other color. And then chatterbait, you saw what I had on was like a red and black chatterbait, 1/2 ounce. And then I also have like this greenish gray chatterbait. I haven't thrown it yet, but it has a gold blade on it, and I think gold is gonna work a little bit better in like shady conditions. And then I have a black and blue with a blackish silver blade, and then a purple and black sexy shad, and then a white. So kind of get yourself one of every color if you can, because it kind of just depends on the day on what they'll be biting. Sexy shad, especially in those brighter conditions, because that's going to draw in, it's more natural looking, so bass are going to like that a little bit more. And then especially on like really, really bright days, go black and blue, because it's casting shadows. So mostly everything's just going to have a lot of shadows with how bright it is. The sun's going to just, I don't know how to explain that the best, but black and blue is your go-to. And then the greens is more on your natural color wavelength, so you'll throw those on your really bright days as well. So your dark days, I'd go red all the way, because once they see a catch of red in their eye, they're biting it. So that's the chatterbaits that I have. Definitely chatterbait and craw when you don't know what to throw. They're really good search bait because you can cover a lot of water really fast. And then especially this time of year, anything red, I'm telling you, it's gonna work. Like red and orange, just try it, trust me. I hope you guys like this video. Feel free to tell me what you guys want to see next. I'm getting better with YouTube. I just got a new GoPro, so I'm excited to see where this goes. But I'll see you guys next time.